Alright, I seem to have veered off the path a little bit. I guess you guys just aren't into late night talk shows as you are into fake karate. Fine then, fine. Back to the formula that first got this show over. You want fake martial arts? Well, so be it. Title card, make it so. Today's episode is... the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles of Pro Wrestling? That seems to be a bizarrely specific topic. How deep can this actually run? Well, I see. That is way more examples than I thought humanly possible. Right. Okay, better get started then. Alright, let's go! Recently, TMNT and WWE were found to be joined in their love of merchandise sales, and they combined to make Ninja Turtle action figure versions of WWE wrestlers. Yes, that's a thing. These action figures included Leonardo John Cena, Donatello Undertaker, Macho Michelangelo, and Sting Raphael. And yes, I agree, most of these mashups make no sense whatsoever, but at any rate, the toy line was apparently just so successful that they had to launch a follow-up line in response to the first. Are you ready for round 2? Too bad! Series 2 featured Finn Balor Leonardo, Ultimate Donatello, Rowdy Mikey Piper, and The Rock Raphael. If you find yourself wondering what dartboard they're using to determine these pairings, well, you're not alone. You're not alone. Speaking of toys to Ninja Turtles you thought you needed, the Mexican wrestling promotion Alianza Universal de Lucha Libre and International Wrestling Revolution both have their own non-teenage human wrestling costume turtle wrestling teams. And yes, I said teams.
Yeah? How many? Teams!
And while we never got to see Austin vs. Hogan, Sting vs. The Undertaker, or Brett vs. Kurt Angle, at least we can rest assured that this dream match of all cross-promotional dream matches did occur with turtle-on-turtle violence. Both of these teams went shell to shell in a cross-promotional bout to settle once and for all who is the best of the bad rip-off turtles. Who won? Well, not the fans, that's for sure. And if you do actually care, well, I think you should talk to somebody about that, because it's probably the root of a bigger problem. Oh, and I definitely could not go without at least a brief mention of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: Secret of the Ooze. In this movie, not only did my favorite turtle, the best turtle, Michelangelo, mention WrestleMania.
Didn't we see these guys on WrestleMania?
But Big Daddy Cool Diesel Kevin Nash played the mutated Super Shredder.
The last vial of ooze! He must have drank all of it! It's a Super Shredder!
Don't worry, he didn't tear his quad during the filming of this. At least not that I know of. Oh, and of course the comic books got into the action as well. By the way, please subscribe to my other YouTube channel, Dave Knows Comics. And if you're wondering why do I keep advertising my other YouTube channel on this channel's least popular show, I don't know. Anyway, in the pages of TMNT Adventures, by the way, Adventures being added to the end of a comic title usually means that it's adapted from the cartoon series and not a part of the main comic continuity. That nerd fact aside, in this series, the Turtles arrive on Stump the Asteroid by way of a trans-dimensional cow named Cuddly the Cowlick. I suddenly now realize Ninja Turtles are a lot dumber than I thought they were. Anyway, in the Stump Arena, yes, naturally this asteroid has an arena where they hold professional wrestling matches because, of course they do, duh! If you had a space arena, why wouldn't you have pro wrestling there? Pro wrestling is pimp. Anyway, not only did the heroes in the half shell try their luck in Squared Circle, but so did some other Turtle supporting cast members like Leatherhead and Ace Duck. Later on, and the Turtles would revisit this asteroid because, well, why not? It's there. Okay, so now that I've burdened you with knowing that the Ninja Turtles have corrupted pro wrestling, or that wrestling has corrupted the Ninja Turtles, not sure which, but corruption happened in the comics, in Mexican wrestling, and in toys. But you might be saying to yourself, sure, of course they did that, but a major company like the WWF would never pull some nonsense like that. WWE issued the Toxic Turtles, a tag team consisting of Barry Hardy and future light heavyweight champion Dwayne Gill. You see, WWF never knew what to do with lighter weight classes, and people wonder why 205 Live was dead on arrival. Anyway, the two dressed up as Tommy and Terry, the Toxic Turtles from Terrytown, Texas. Wow, that was a lot of alliteration. Alright, so with the WWF taking part in this, you begin to see what promoters like Jim Cornette have against companies that don't commit to pro wrestling as a sport. It does seem that WWF is just a bunch of cartoon nonsense that good wrestling, decent wrestling, would never ever... You've got to be kidding me. Alright, Cowabunga the wrestling turtle wrestled against Jim Cornette as well as other opponents. You heard right, this turtle had matches. Plural. And after seeing this, you'd think Jim Cornette would lighten up on Kenny Omega about wrestling a blow-up doll, huh? Anywho, Cornette has said that this was just a simple match to get a little bit of exposure for some guys, and it was done simply for the kids. And I suppose as a member of that exact demographic that he was aiming for, I apologize for making him do that. I'm sorry. Really, really sorry. Well, there you go. More examples of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and pro wrestling together than you ever needed to know existed. Join me next time when I explore further ways of how wrestling will continue to seep into pop culture's pores until it requires special medication just to live a normal life.